Hello, fifth graders. Today for math, we're going to be using a website called AutoDraw. And so I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to use that so that you know how to complete today's lesson. So watch this video first, and then you're going to be watching the lesson video. So it should be a link in Canvas, but if you cannot get to the link, you can just go to autodraw.com, and that's AutoDraw.com. So first thing is first is to create a new page. You go to these three lines up here, and you click whichever page you want. Today we're going to be using the page that is long across this way, horizontal. So for our quilt, you're going to be using a few tools. You're going to be using the shape tool. You're going to be using the fill tool for the colors. You're going to be using the text box or typing. And so that's pretty much all you're going to use today. And then we're going to download the page, and I'll show you how to do that at the end. So the first thing that I want you to do for your quilt is go to the shape, and I want you to pick the square. So you can make this square. I want it to be pretty big because you're going to put squares inside of it. But if it's not the exact same size, that's okay. So here is my square. I'm going to move this over so that you can see. Okay, and then inside the square, you're going to make a lot of smaller squares to create your quilt. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Mine is not going to be perfect. So you can just line up this little X, and then you just create your square. And so you're going to do that all the way around your entire square. If it's a little bigger, is it okay? Yes, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to be able to fill it completely up with squares, okay? All right. So as you can see, you just keep going. If you feel like you mess up, you just hit this little undo arrow, and you just go back to where you were, and you put it in there, okay? So this line, I'm showing you that it does not have to be lined up perfectly. You do want to try and get it lined up pretty. You do want it to be pretty close squares. However, if you mess up, it's okay. You also want you want to try and make your quilt more square-like so that it is easier to create the squares inside. But again, if it's not perfect, it's okay. And I wanted to kind of show you a not perfect example so that you weren't trying to make it exactly square, but do your best, okay? And so in our lesson, you're going to be picking 4 colors, and you can pick your colors over here. So I'm going to start with green, and then I click the fill. So then I'm going to go through and fill the squares with green, however I would like, okay? All right, and then I'm going to pick my second color because you're going to be picking 4 colors. And then I'm going to go through however I like and fill that in. My third color is going to be orange. And then my last color will be red. I'm going to change that, okay? So here we go. This is my quilt. And then you're going to use the type or the text box. And in that box, I want you to put your name. You're going to put squares because you're going to count how many squares you're going to have. And then you're going to put the 4 colors. Okay? Orange and red. So then there's going to be some more instructions on what to do, but I want you to go ahead and watch the video for the lesson to figure out what else you're going to be doing. But once you're all done, I want you to then save, and you go back up to the 3. You're going to go to download,